Ukrainian Air Force spokesperson Yuriy Ihnat stated on national television that Russia wants to produce long-range cruise missiles and will use anything at their disposal to attack Ukraine. He also made a startling disclosure which is very specific in nature. Ihnat shared with the press that Russia is aiming to resurrect previous initiatives such as the development of X-50 missiles, in addition to ramping up the manufacturing of unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, for both surveillance operations and offensive actions. Ihnat said, previously the X-50 project was impractical for Russia because they had a better missile, the X-101. Viewers may note that X-50 and X-101 are also known as KH-50 and KH-101, respectively. He stated, they urgently need to replenish the supply of long-range, high-precision weapons, and the X-50 is a missile, like the X-101 or the Kalibr, that can fly far and reach any point in Ukraine. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why a yet-to-be operationalized Russian KH-50 missile is giving headaches to Ukraine. Let's get started. Russia has relied heavily on the KH-55 and KH-101 air-launched cruise missiles, ALCMs, for targeting Ukrainian sites. Nevertheless, news of the potential resurgence of the KH-50 has stirred considerable concern in Ukraine. The country continues to lobby for increased air defense systems to effectively counter Russia's frequent missile attacks. Deputy Chief of the Main Operational Directorate of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Alexei Hromov, said Russia intends to mass-produce KH-50 cruise missiles by this year. During a briefing, Hromov said, it should be noted that according to available data, in June this year, the Russian Federation plans to start mass production of strategic air-launched cruise missiles of the KH-50 type, which will allow the Kremlin to intensify missile strikes on the territory of our country in the fall. Ukrainian official statements were swiftly covered by Russian media sources. Several Russian news outlets have indicated that the new advanced ALCM is expected to augment existing strike capabilities, posing an additional threat to the Kyiv government. The inception of the KH-50 is said to date back to the 1990s as a component of Russia's KH-SD project. However, this missile's details were disclosed only a few years ago, in 2017. While the information on this cruise missile is limited, it's interesting to note that the Russians refer to the KH-50 as a simplified version of the KH-101. The KH-50 is thought to be a subsonic cruise missile with a medium range and low-profile design, intended for utilization with long-range bombers. During its initial conceptualization, pre-existing components from past projects were incorporated, resulting in resemblances with certain pre-existing missiles, notably the KH-101. KH-101 stands as one of Russia's most lethal air-launched cruise missiles. The KH-101 is designed for deployment from strategic bombers. The modernized Tu-160M and Tu-95 MSM strategic bombers are outfitted to deploy the KH-101 missile. This missile carries a conventional warhead of 450 kilograms or 1,000 pounds of different types, which includes high explosive and penetrating. The most important aspect is that it has a range of 2,800 kilometers or about 1,750 miles. KH-50 is expected to be smaller in size and weigh less, and will have slightly lower performance characteristics when compared to KH-101. The range is predicted to be around 1,600 kilometers, or 1,000 miles, and the missile is likely to use the Otblesk electro-optical digital correlating system for navigating and target recognition, which is similar to American DSMAC. KH-50 may have lower accuracy compared to KH-101, but it will still be pretty decent in this aspect. The examination of a downed KH-101 cruise missile by Ukrainian experts earlier has revealed that the missile contains more than 30 US-made chips, including those manufactured by Cyprus Semiconductor and Maxim Integrated. Western sanctions mean that it's hard, if not impossible, for Russia to acquire components that are needed to build highly advanced precision strike standoff missiles like KH-101. KH-50's simplified design will help with this constraint. It's been reported that Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu instructed Russia's largest holding company producing various kinds of missiles, JSC Tactical Missiles Corporation, KTRV, to double its precision-guided munitions. If the KH-50 missile enters into serial production, the Russian inventory of long-range strike weapons will get a massive boost. While Kyiv has received several high-tech Western air defense systems, like the German Iris-T and American Patriot, a massive barrage is hard to defend against tactically. It's also to be noted that interceptor missiles of Western air defense systems are pretty costly. Patriot PAC-3 missiles cost about $4 million, so they have to be used sparingly. In this situation, the potential operationalization of KH-50 is bad news for Ukraine.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.